Hello, everybody. Just wanted to put out a quick video. Um, a verse that's always caught my attention, excuse me, is Jeremiah 49:34. If you go to, apologize here, guys, I'm not doing very well today. But if you go to my war videos, I talk about this in a little bit more detail. However, what I want to discuss here is Iran has announced a 10-day I guess, culmination that they will exceed their limits of uranium agreed to. Just going to click on a couple of these articles. Um, Iran announces it will soon exceed limits of uranium agreed to in 2015. So I don't know what this means exactly. All right, if this means that they will have the ability or reach the precipice of their nuclear strength, I'm not sure. However, it's something that we need to watch. Couple this with everything else that's going on in the world and the Strait of Hormuz and you know the bombing of the oil tankers. You put all these things together and you can kind of get a picture of what's going on, or you should be able to get a picture of what's going on. So anyway, this is coming out. 10 days, we're going to have our stockpile of uranium. Within 10 days, we'll be at our limit. So the verse I'm talking about, again, is Jeremiah 49:34. And it says that I will break the bow of Elam, the chief of their might. Some versions say at the foremost of their might. So in other words, when they reach maximum capacity of their strength, God's going to break the bow. Well, what's the bow? The bow is the launcher. If you go to Strong's, bow means essentially to launch arrows, which would be some sort of missile capability. Shooting, hence figuratively, the bow, the arrow. We see this play out when Jerusalem is surrounded by Babylon and they strike it with bows and arrows, launchers. It's the same thing that's going to happen to our Babylon. So anyway, I will break the bow of Elam at the chief of their might. I think ESV, let's see what ESV says. The mainstay of their might, okay, is the word they use. So that coupled with everything else that's going on, along with the history there. So let's look at the history. First off, let's make sure Elam is indeed Persia. I know people like to want to be sure. This is Elam. This is right over here in Iran. You have the Persian Gulf. You have the Strait of Hormuz. Right here, you have Saudi Arabia, essentially, Dubai, all those other places right there. So anyway, so the Elam definitely is what we're talking about as far as Persia goes, as far as Iran goes, modern day Iran. And there's been an interesting history that's played out with earthquakes. And we know how God uses earthquakes. And this just happens to be one in 2013. The Bushehr nuclear facility is located right here. Now, if this were to be destroyed, okay, this would all be polluted with radiation pollution. There would be no way to export oil from Kuwait, from Saudi Arabia, through the Persian Gulf, okay, which would leave the Red Sea. So this is a history lesson that we should definitely be paying attention to. It's a 6.3, April 9th, there were 37 people killed, 73 backwards, which is a number of affliction, and that's something you can check out on your own. But anyway, 850 people injured, and so we have that. And that is exactly where Elam is, okay, right here. So is God going to strike that place with an earthquake? I don't know, but it's something to watch about. There was also another earthquake called Bam in 2003 at the Strait of Hormuz. There appears to be some sort of valley right through here. And again, if this were to have runoff or some sort of earthquake happen here, another thing that we should watch for. And also, I would encourage you to watch the war videos I did, or Read for yourself Jeremiah 49 and see what else it tells you about Elam. Okay, there's quite a bit there. So anyway, with that said, I just wanted to pass that on. Again, I will put the verse back up here. Let me find it again. With the timing of everything else that's going on, this sounds like a 10-day period of something possibly happening there. I will break the bow, the launcher, all right, of Elam at the chief of their might. And he says, I will bring the four winds and the four corners of heaven and scatter them, which could be missiles, could be some sort of attack from us or Israel. I don't know. Either way, we don't win this fight, by the way. So don't take that to, as this being a victory for us through God. That's not the intentions there. We know that Elam or Persia, if you do a quick overspray of the wars in the Bible, Psalms 83, Persia is not mentioned, and it could be because of this. I don't know. But anyway, guys, something to watch. God bless. Take care.